Hello, my name is Amy Ramsey and I'm a 300-hour graduate from Get Loved Up. I am one of their alumni, and the thing I loved most about that yoga teacher training was the way it really allowed me to dive deep into who I am, to begin to discover and unpack all the layers of myself, which not only makes me a better yoga teacher, but a better person for life. I hope you join us in the Get Loved Up studios Monday through Friday. I'll be teaching Fridays this month, and there's other amazing Get Loved Up alumni teaching this month as well, and I hope to see you on the mat soon. Enjoy this most recent replay of one of my classes, and we'll see you soon. Namaste. Let's go ahead and take a seat on our mats. If you haven't already, if you were dancing with us, go ahead and come to seated. Take a moment. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your body. Take a moment to just notice how you feel right now. And let's place our right hand over our hearts and our left hand on top. Let's take a deep inhale all together through the nose, filling up the belly, filling up the chest. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. Again, deep inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale, sigh it out, let it go. One more time, biggest breath of the day. Deep inhale into your stomach, allowing your belly to really rise. Inhale into your chest, allowing that breath to travel all the way up to your collarbone. Hold the breath at the top. And open mouth, exhale, sigh it out, release, let it go. Allow your eyes to close if they haven't already. Connect with your heartbeat beneath your hands. Take a moment to check in. See how you feel today, this morning. Allow anything that is present to be present, knowing that everything is transitory. All emotion, all feeling, all thought. Honor it. Notice it. Don't judge it, for they all come and they all go. Today, the intention for class is releasing. We're going to be doing a lot of twists. Just really going to release maybe anything that happened during this week. Maybe something else will come up that you'd like to release. Starting with that intention of letting it go. I wrote an affirmation today that you're welcome to use, and I'll remind you of it throughout class. I allow myself to fully release the past and step fully and completely into this present moment. I allow myself to fully release the past and step fully and completely into this present moment. Beautiful. Go ahead and blink your eyes open if they are still closed. You can bring your hands down to your knees, down for grounding or up for receiving. And I'd love to start class with just one Om. You don't have to join me, but you can if you'd like. We'll all inhale together, and on the exhale, chant Om. Om is the unstruck sound, the sound that contains everything. So when we chant Om, it just kind of reminds us that we are a part of everything. We are completely connected and that we are completely perfect. So let's take a deep inhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and begin to breathe in and out through your nose. If you have Ujjayi breath in your practice, go ahead and start that oceanic breath. Then we'll begin to warm up our body by inhaling the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, rolling them back down and around. Releasing any tension and stress. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back down and around. Beautiful. Again, inhale, shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, release them back down your back. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back down and around. Awesome. Let's go through a couple of seated cat-cows. Inhale, bring the chest forward, expand the collarbones, arch the back, look up, throat opens. Exhale, round chin to chest, creating space in your back. Again, inhale, coming forward, opening, creating space, collarbones are wide. Exhale, round, release, let go. One more time each way. Inhale, open. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Bring the arms up overhead. Stretch up, reach up. And exhale, twist to the right. Right hand comes right behind your right sitting bone. Left hand comes to your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Take just a couple breaths, very gentle twists as we begin to warm up. Staying with your Ujjayi breath if you have Ujjayi breath in your practice. And go ahead and inhale, untwist, arms come up overhead. Again, stretch up, reach up, create space in your spine. Exhale to the left. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand comes to the left knee. Looking over the left shoulder, breathe. On your next inhale, coming forward, arms come up overhead again. Beautiful. Stretch up, reach up. Exhale, the right hand down beside you and lean to the right. Left arm comes up and over, still grounding down through that left sit bone. Your elbow can come down if you'd like. Get a little deeper into this stretch, really breathing into your left side. Beautiful. Notice how your body feels in these different positions, becoming really curious. Becoming the observer, releasing any judgment. On your next exhale, gently bring the left hand down and twist your torso so that it comes close to your right thigh. You can walk your hands out a little more if you'd like. Still trying to ground down that left sit bone. It's going to want to come up. And breathe. Beautiful. On your next inhale, gently rising, arms come up overhead. Again, stretch up, reach up, create space. And moving to the opposite side, left hand comes down, either staying on your hand or coming onto your forearm. Right arm comes up and over. Perfect. Still grounding down through that right sit bone. Breathe, create space. Release tension, sending your breath anywhere that it feels a little tight. Remembering our intention, our affirmation, I allow myself to fully release the past and fully and completely embrace the present moment. Using our breath as a guide to connect us to the present, because our breath is only ever present. On your next exhale, gently turning your torso down towards your left thigh, bringing your right hand down, maybe walking your hands out. And breathing, still grounding down through that right sit bone. Beautiful. Breathing, releasing, opening. A couple more breaths. On your next inhale, bringing both arms up, stretch up, reach up, create space. And exhale, hands come down to your knees. Beautiful. Let's just do a little bit of neck rolls. Go ahead and bring the left ear to the left shoulder and then bring your chin to your chest. Right ear to right shoulder and all the way back. making circles, taking your time. Noticing if there's any tension or tightness. And then let's go the opposite way just for a few rounds. And then go ahead and bring your neck back to neutral. Begin to stir the seat of the stool, going around in a circle, rounding down through your sit bones, but really opening up your shoulders, kind of like we're doing big cat-cows all the way around. Perfect, yep. Breathe. Open. These can be big or small circles depending on what you need this morning. And let's go ahead and reverse directions, going the opposite way. Beautiful. Yep. Breathing, connecting with your breath. Grounding those sit bones down. Feeling that connection to the earth beneath you. Awesome. We'll go ahead and come back to your neutral spine. And we'll make our way to tabletop on the mat. So coming onto our hands and knees. Wrist underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Go ahead and tuck your toes in the back. We'll move through just a couple cat-cows here. Inhale, dropping the belly, arching the spine, looking up. Exhale, rounding, pressing the ground away. Chin comes to the chest. Again, inhale, open, broad collarbones. Looking up, stretching your throat. Exhale, round, chin to chest, press the ground away, creating space in your upper back. One more time each way. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back to neutral. Going through a thread the needle. Ground down through the left palm. Inhale the right arm up. Look up at your right thumb. And exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left armpit, bringing the right shoulder down and the head down onto the mat. Left hand can be by the face, or you can walk it out above your head. Spinning your chest through towards the sky. Go ahead and bring your hips over to the right. They're going to want to come to the left. So keep them stacked over your knees. Breathe. Beautiful. Bring that left hand back underneath your shoulder. Inhale, press as you open, and bring the right arm all the way up, looking up at the right thumb. And exhale the right hand back down to the mat. Beautiful. Moving to the other side. Inhale the left arm up, looking up at the left thumb. Exhale, left arm underneath the right armpit, bringing the outer left shoulder down onto the mat, the head down. Right hand can stay by the face or walk out above your head. Again, spinning your chest open towards the sky, really looking underneath that right armpit. And then check in with your hips, make sure they're not coming over to the right. And just gently begin to push them over to the left. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring that right hand underneath the right shoulder. Press into the right hand as you inhale. Untwist, bring the left arm all the way up. And exhale it back down to the mat. Beautiful. Make sure your toes are tucked in the back, and then we're going to come into our first downward facing dog, shifting our hips back and up. Go ahead and pedal out your feet. Bend one knee and the other. Do anything that feels good, checking in with your body, feeling how it feels in this position, this posture. And if your heels are really far off of the mat, you can feel free to take a few steps up towards your hands. You can even bend into your knees. That is perfect. We want to make sure that you're pressing the ground away with the index and thumb side of your hand, and then your knuckles and the pads of your fingers, taking the pressure out of the wrist. The shoulder blades are lifted. The shoulders are by the ears almost on this one. Really pressing the ground away. Beautiful. Connecting with your breath. On your next inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, bend the knees, and walk to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold, generous bend in the knees. Go ahead and heel till your feet out, hip distance apart if they're not. Grab opposite elbows, coming into ragdoll, letting your head and neck be completely soft. You can sway side to side or maybe bring in a little bounce, whatever would feel best for you right now. Breathe, really bending into those knees so your chest is on your thighs. Beautiful. And gently release your elbows. And on your next inhale, very slowly begin to round up one vertebrae at a time. Head and neck coming up last. Arms come up overhead. And exhale, hands come to heart center. And down by your side. Perfect. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees as much as needed. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Hands can come either beneath the knees, on the shins, maybe on the ankles, maybe the floor if you're very flexible, making sure your back is straight and there's no rounding. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to plank. Pause for an inhale. Exhale, bring the knees down, chest and chin down between the hands. Untuck the toes. Inhale, slither through for cobra. Exhale, all press back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a couple breaths here and we'll flow through our sun salutation A again. Warming up, connecting with our breath. Inhale, come up high on the tiptoes, bend the knees, and walk to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold, generous bend in the knees. Again, go ahead and heel toe your feet out, hip distance apart. Plant the right hand down right beneath your face. Bend into the left knee and kind of straighten the right just slightly. Inhale the left arm up, look up at the thumb. So you should feel a bit in your outer right hip. We're getting our twisting as we release and let go. Remembering to breathe. Gently exhale the left hand down and replace the right hand with the left. Bend into the right knee, straighten the left knee. Inhale the right arm up, look up at the right thumb. Beautiful. This does feel a little awkward, so don't worry. It just does. Breathe. On your next exhale, gently bring your right hand down, bend into both knees generously. Inhale, begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way up to standing, arms come up overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, hands come to heart center and down by your side. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees. Inhale, lengthen halfway, flat back, crown of the head, pointing forward to the wall in front of you. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to plank. Pause for an inhale. And on your next exhale, either lowering down to half plank chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Then we'll all inhale forward for cobra or upward facing dog. And we'll all exhale back for downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, bend the knees, walk to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up with energy. We're heating up now. Hands come up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center and down by your side. Beautiful. We're going to be moving into a chair pose for this next posture. Perfect. So on your next inhale, bending the knees, bringing the arms up, hips go down and back, coming into chair pose. Toes can be together to touch, or if you'd like to have your feet hip distance apart, you can as well. If your hips Or if your feet are hip distance apart, make sure your knees aren't coming in together. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come to heart center, and let's twist to the right. You can stay here twisting to the right, or if you'd like to lean down and bring the outer left elbow to the outer right thigh, you can. Beautiful. Sit a little lower, breathe, make sure that left knee isn't sliding out. And then inhale, come back to center chair. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to plank, and flow through your vinyasa. Always the option to skip and to come down into downward facing dog, or to take a child's pose. This is your practice. We all need different things at different times. So make sure that you're always your own inner guide first. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your toes together to touch. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, round forward, knee to nose. Place the right foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the left foot. And inhale, coming forward and up into Crescent Pose. Beautiful. 90-degree bend in that front leg. Look back if you can without falling at your left leg. Make sure it's straight. Often we end up kind of like not really using it very well. So really think about flexing that left glute and extending that left heel back. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come to heart center. And let's twist to the right and bring our left arm on the outside of the right thigh. So twisted crescent prayer pose. Beautiful. Breathe. You can also bring your left hand down on the inside of the right leg and open your right arm up. It's a little more stability, a little more balance. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back into crescent. You're doing great. And exhale, ground the left heel. Open your hips up to the long side of the mat. Arms come parallel. Warrior two. Go ahead and really sink into that right thigh. Look out over the right fingertips. Make sure your torso isn't shifting forward, but it's staying right over your hips. Think about your right heel as if it's pulling back towards your left foot and your left foot towards your right heel. You should feel a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, but you should feel a little more activation in your legs. Beautiful. Left hand comes to left thigh, right arm up and over, reverse warrior. Opening up the right side body, breathing. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reach out over the toes and bring the right hand out, either right below the knee, the shin, the ankle, or the floor. Stack the left shoulder on top of the right. Open your chest towards the sky. Either look down for grounding or up for a little challenge. Breathing here in triangle. Perfect. Feeling your body open, feeling your body heat up. On your next exhale, gently bring the left hand down. Replace it either where your right hand was, or you can walk it a little to the left for a little more stability. And then we're going to inhale the right arm up, coming into a twisted triangle pose. Beautiful. Trying to work your right hip back. It's going to want to come forward, but it doesn't have to go perfectly back. Just thinking of trying to bring it back. And then bringing your chest towards the sky. Breathe. On your next exhale, gently bring the right hand down so your hands are now framing the right foot. Come onto the ball of the left foot and take a couple little steps forward until you end in a forward fold. Bending both knees, relaxing. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's pause here for a moment. Breathe. Coming back to our intention of releasing the past and being fully in the present. And then gently release your hands down by your sides. Coming into chair pose again. Inhale, sit the hips down, bending the knees, arms come up. Breathe. If your feet are together, then your knees can be together, and then you can squeeze the knees together, and that will perform a little more activation for you as well. But if your feet are hip distance apart, make sure your knees stay stacked right over your ankles. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's twist to the left this time, bringing the outer right elbow to the outer left thigh. Use your hands as a little bit of torque at prayer pose to twist yourself a little bit deeper. Breathe. Releasing anything that no longer serves you as this fiery twisting practice. Inhale, come back to center chair, arms lifting. Exhale, release, forward fold, generous bend in the knees. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to plank, flowing through your vinyasa or skipping it. It's up to you. Either way, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Moving with your breath, feeling your body, connecting deeply. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here in downward facing dog. Notice if your heart rate is a little elevated. Notice how your body feels, if it feels warm, if it feels like it's opening. And then go ahead and bring your toes together to touch. Inhale the left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, round forward, knee to nose. Gently place the left foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the right foot as we inhale up for crescent pose. Working towards a 90-degree angle in that front leg. Beautiful. Again, we're going to come into our twisted crescent. So exhale, hands come to heart center as we twist to the left, bringing the right elbow to the outer left thigh. The option here is to bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder on the ground and then open the left arm to the sky. This is difficult. You can also bring the right knee down. So we have options here. Wherever you're at, breathing, twisting, opening your heart to the sky. Allowing whatever it is you want to release to come up. And then as we release out of the poses, to let it just go. A couple more breaths. You're doing great. You're strong. Your next inhale, coming back to crescent, arms come up. Exhale, ground the right heel, open your hips to the long side of the mat, coming into warrior two. Generous bend in that front knee, making sure the knee isn't coming in towards the mat, but it's staying right over the ankle. Beautiful. Again, as if the left heel is drawing back towards the right foot towards the left heel. Feel your body activate, feel the strength. Feel the support. Find your drishti or your focal point over your left fingertips. And then gently exhale the right hand to the right thigh. Left arm comes up and over, coming into a reverse warrior, keeping that same bend in the front knee. Beautiful, you got this. Go ahead and inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Reach out over the toes, bring the left hand down, coming into triangle. Maybe right below the knee, maybe onto the shin, the ankle, the floor, or a block. Stacking the right shoulder on top of the left. Opening the chest towards the sky. Maybe looking up at the right thumb, or maybe looking down for a little bit more grounding. Wherever you're at is perfect. Breathe. Fully embrace the present moment, the present breath. On your next exhale, gently bring the right hand down. Maybe bringing it underneath the right shoulder, or maybe where your left hand was. And then bringing the left arm up as we twist, coming into a revolved triangle. You can also take a half step up with your right foot. Sometimes that can make it a little bit easier. Sometimes we get a little bit wide in our triangle pose. So just experiment with what feels good for you. Perfect. Breathe, feel your body. Know that left hip is going to want to come forward. So beginning to think about pressing it back, opening the chest towards the sky. On your next exhale, gently bring the left hand down, framing the front foot. Take a half step up with the right, and then a full step up with the right. So the right meets the left, coming into a forward fold, bending the knees, releasing. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms come up overhead, extended mountain. Bring your hands to high prayer and exhale that prayer down to your heart center. Again, pause for a moment. Feel your body. Feel what's present. If there's anything you need to release, allow it to go. And then gently bring your hands down by your side. Beautiful. We're coming in to an eagle pose here. So I'll give a few variations. But wherever you're at, go ahead and inhale your arms up overhead. Create just a slight bend in the knees. We're going to start by grounding down through the left foot. Inhale, come on to the toes of the right foot and just cross it over the left thigh. So your right foot is on the outside of the left. Perfect. And then gently bring the left arm underneath the right. Beautiful. So this is the first option for our eagle pose. If you'd like to, you can sit a little deeper and begin to wrap the right foot around the left calf. Perfect. Wherever you're at is perfect. Go ahead and find a focal point. Find your stability. And then see if you can squeeze your legs together and your arms together. It's almost as if we are creating like a block in a hose. And when we release that, we release new blood, new oxygen, new energy, and healing to our muscles, our tissues. It's really squeezing together. Beautiful. Couple more breaths. Finding your balance. Rooting that left foot down. And we're going to transition back into a crescent pose. So you can either very gently unwind the right leg and shift the right leg back, ending in your crescent. Or if you need to unwind the hands, put them down. Step the right foot back and come back into your eagle arm crescent pose. That is perfect. However you get there is beautiful, but we do have options. Beautiful. Gently unwind the hands, open them into a cactus arms, opening the chest. Awesome. And exhale your arms up, straighten the left leg, parallel your feet on the mat. Bring your hands to your hips, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, stretch up, breathe. Exhale, begin to fold forward. At the end, releasing your hands to the mat. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows, letting the head and neck be soft. Maybe walking your hands behind you. Take a couple breaths here, releasing the upper back. And then gently bring the right hand underneath the face. And inhale the left arm up. Opening the chest towards the sky, either looking down at the right hand or up at the left thumb. You can have a slight bend in the knees if needed. Breathe. On your next exhale, the left hand comes down to where the right hand was, planting the left hand under your face, inhaling the right arm up, looking up at the right thumb. Breathe, twist from your navel, then your chest, then your head and neck. And gently allow the right hand to come back down. Go ahead and heel toe your heels in, your toes out. Gently bend into your knees. Place your hands on your thighs and come up into a goddess pose. Beautiful. Go ahead and shift side to side. Feel how the hips are feeling right now. Perfect. Awesome. On our next exhale, gently dip the left shoulder down and look up over the right. Pausing for a couple breaths. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, bringing the right shoulder down, looking up over the left. Breathing, connecting with your breath, feeling your body. Inhale, coming back up. Beautiful. Go ahead and take just a couple more side to sides. And then we'll inhale our arms up straight in the legs. Beautiful. Bring your arms back down. Turn your feet to face the front and step back to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the prayer down to your chest. Pause. Feel your feet grounding into the mat. Feel your heart lifting. Embracing this present moment, how grateful we are that we get to practice and flow together near and far. Releasing anything that no longer serves us as we step fully into this present moment, into our power. Gently bring the hands back down by the sides. And we'll move to eagle pose on the opposite side. So again, lifting your arms up, very gently bending into the knees. This time, grounding through the right foot first. And gently come onto the left toes and cross the left leg over the right. Kickstanding the left foot on the outside of the right. And then gently sweep the right hand under the left. I think that is the opposite way. Beautiful option to stay here, to sit a little deeper, bending a little deeper into the right leg and beginning to wrap that left leg, left foot around the right calf. Wherever you're at is perfect. Go ahead and find your balance. Find a focal point in front of you. Navel to spine supporting you. Grounding down through that right foot. And then squeeze your arms together, squeeze your legs together, breathe. Keeping your breath steady. Maybe bringing a slight smile to your face. Beautiful. And again, we're going to transition into that crescent pose. So you know the modification. Otherwise, if you'd like to come out, gently unwinding the left leg, bringing the left knee to the navel, and beginning to press it behind you, and very gently bringing the left foot down, bending into the right knee. And then we'll all come up into crescent with our eagle arms. Beautiful. Awesome. Gently release the arms, open up into those cactus arms, bringing our heart forward. We are open to receive as we release. Awesome. Exhale, bring the arms up, straighten the leg. Then go ahead and parallel your feet on the mat, coming back into our wide-legged stance. Bring your hands to your hips, inhale. And exhale, begin to fold forward. Again, you can have a little bit of a bend in the knees, allowing your hands to release from your hips and come all the way down. Take a couple breaths. Again, you can grab opposite elbows, walk the hands behind you, whatever feels good. And then gently release your elbows if you have them. And walk your hands over to your left ankle or your left calf. Take an inhale and exhale, release, trying to pull your torso towards that left leg. And gently release your left ankle, walk your hands back to center, and then over to the right, reaching for your right ankle or right calf. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Gently release the right ankle, walk the hands back center. Again, bring your heels in, toes out, sit your hips down, bring your hands to your thighs, and come up into our goddess pose. Beautiful. We'll just move through this a little bit quicker. Gently dip the left shoulder down, look up over the right. Take a breath. And then gently come back to center. Dip the right shoulder down, look up over the left. And gently come back to center. And I'll give you an option to just play for a moment if you would like. If you'd like to come up onto the toe, bringing up one heel or the other, maybe both. Maybe bringing your hands to heart center or extending them up. Just take a moment and feel your goddess pose, whatever that looks like for you today. Feel, breathe. You are strong. You are divine. You can release anything. You are perfect in this present moment. And exhale, let's all release. Stand up, arms come up. And exhale, hands come down. Turn your feet to face the front of the mat and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Meeting that prayer, an extended mountain, and exhale that prayer down to your heart. And down by your side. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in your knees. Gently place your hands behind you and come to a seated position. Knees are bent, soles of the feet onto the mat. Beautiful. All right, so we have a couple options here. You can either extend the left leg and place the right foot on the outside of the left knee, or you can also bend the left foot and bring the left ankle towards the right glute. Gently bring the right hand right beneath or right behind the right sit bone. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, twisting to the right, bringing the outer left arm to the outer right thigh, twisting over the right, looking over your right shoulder. Again, that left leg can be extended or in. Breathe. Inhale, sit up a little straighter. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Trying to look over the right shoulder with your left eye. Breathe. On your next exhale, gently untwisting. Let's bring both hands to the left and take a little counter twist. Beautiful. And let's switch sides. So right leg is extended and the left foot comes on the outer side of the right thigh. Or you can also bend the right knee as well for just a little deeper. Placing the left hand behind your left glute. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, cross it over the left leg. Begin to twist to the left, making sure you're sitting up strong and straight. Every inhale, sitting up a little straighter. Every exhale, twisting a little deeper to the left, trying to look over the left shoulder with the right eye. Remembering to breathe. Really releasing, letting go. And on your next exhale, gently release back to the front. Bring both of your hands to the right, counter twist. Oh, feels so good. Coming back to center. Go ahead and untwist your legs. Feet are planted on the mat. Hands come right behind you. Shift your hips to your heels and come all the way down onto your back. And just take a little bridge pose to kind of reset. So walking your heels as close to your sit bones as you can. Palms down by your sides. Inhale, gently lift your hips, coming into our bridge pose. Take a couple breaths here. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can clasp your hands beneath you and rock higher onto your shoulders. Wherever you're at, breathing. And if your hands are clasped, gently unclasp them, and then we'll all exhale our hips back down to the mat. Beautiful. Keeping your left knee bent, inhale your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Reach through for your left thigh and bring both knees into the chest, coming into a reclined figure four or a reclined pigeon pose. Flexing the right foot. You can also use your elbow to press the right knee out a little if you'd like a little more intense stretch. Breathing. And keeping your legs where they are, gently release your hands from your thighs and bring your legs towards the left. So you're trying to bring your right foot so it plants on the floor to your left. So we're keeping the whole figure four, just bringing our legs down to the left. Bring your left hand to the right knee. Right arm can cactus out to the right and look to the right. So we're in a bit of a spinal twist here, and you can also feel it in your right hip. Beautiful. Breathe. Remembering our affirmation. I allow myself to fully release the past and step fully and completely into the present moment. And then gently unwind your legs and bring your feet back to planted on the mat in front of you, knees bent. And we'll move to the other side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, cross it over the right thigh. Reach through for the back of your right thigh and bring both knees into the chest, flexing the left foot to protect the left knee. Breathe. Couple more breaths here, really feel into that outer left hip. And then keeping the legs where they are, gently release your hands and bring your legs over to the right this time, working to get the left sole of the foot planted on the right side of you. And then twisting to the left with your head, letting the left arm cactus out, maybe bringing the right hand to the left knee. Couple breaths here. And then gently unwind your legs. And go ahead and bring your knees into your chest and wrap your arms around them, giving yourself a big hug, maybe rocking side to side for a moment. Let's take just a brief happy baby, bending your knees outside of your shoulders, grabbing for either the outer calves, shins, or feet towards the sky. Just doing a little rock side to side. Releasing the tailbone, releasing the spine. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself one more big squeeze, one more big hug. Tell yourself how amazing you are. And exhale your legs all the way down to the mat. Ankles slightly wider than hip distance, feet turning out, arms down by your sides, gently tucking your shoulder blades under to lift your heart. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let's do one more. Deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, side out, let it go. Allow everything to relax. Allow your face to be soft, no tension in your eyes or in your jaw. Neck and throat relax, shoulders drop down to the mat, chest opens and releases, belly is soft, hips heavy, thighs heavy, knees relaxed, calves letting go, feet completely relaxed. Allow yourself to completely rest, to reset, to let go. Enjoy this Shavasana. Gently begin to come back into your body, taking your time, beginning to make small movements, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes, beginning to deepen your breath, allowing yourself to come back to awareness of this body, this present time and space. Taking your time, there's no hurry, there's no rush. When you're ready, you can bend your knees into your chest and rock over to your favorite side, coming into the fetal position. Just take a moment, notice how you feel, notice if there's any difference, if there's any shifts, and whether there is or whether there's not. See if you cannot judge it, but just notice. Pure awareness with pure love. Sending yourself gratitude for showing up for you today, to taking this time for yourself. And when you press up, I want you to press up and having released everything you released onto the mat that is now gone. Anything that no longer serves you, it is in the past, it is on the mat. And as you press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, this is a new start. It's a new moment, it's a new breath. Keeping your eyes at a gentle gaze, let's inhale our arms up overhead. And exhale them down to heart center. Go ahead and bowing your head down, honoring the divine within you, honoring the love that is you and the connection to all. The divine in me sees, honors, and recognizes the divine in you. Namaste.